Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the 141st episode of Twisted Strands. My name is Jeannie, but you can call me JD if you like. And welcome. Sorry it's a day late. I was having an existential crisis yesterday, so I was not fit for public consumption. Yeah. It happens to the best of us. And I also apologize for the hair. It's a little wild today. Would you like to see how wild it is? I haven't really shown you much of my hair yet, since I got it cut. And since it's gotten shorter, it's gotten a little wilder. All natural. No more color. No more rhyme or reason to it now. Just manageable. Thank goodness. That feels better. Sometimes it helps to get the hair down and not tied up like crazy, to relax a little bit. Anyway, how are you? How was your week? And a day. How was your 8 days? Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate it. I have my beautiful co-host napping in the corner in my bed over there. Cleo. Cleo! What? Typical cat. Anyway, let's get into the fun stuff. I got my Desert Vista dye works. I guess it's called Viso. It's merino and nylon, 462 yards. So that's an awesome yardage, and it's called Dark Chocolate Covered Cherries, and it's self-striping. I have a feeling this is going to be an awesome pair of socks, and it's beautiful coloring, and I was so very happy when I saw it on my doorstep. And then I got a really beautiful, sweet surprise. And this is Nativity, his Fiddlebit sock, I think it's called. It's another sock yarn. And this is same composition, superwash wool and nylon, 430 yards. And he called it Surprise, which it was, and it's also called Sensatorium. So that came all the way from Houston, Texas, from Ray. He dyes it all himself, and it is beautiful blues and blacks, and I don't know who sent it to me. I do not know. So I wanted to say thank you for the lovely yarn from whoever purchased it for me. And there's all the info. Surprise! I do think Ray is an excellent dyer with a great eye for color, and thank you to whoever decided to gift it to me. I love it. Blue is one of my favorite things. Now, the yarn I bought during a wonderful yarn tasting from More Yarns, and funny enough, I have a bag. It's in Mattawan area off Route 35, I think. Anyway, it is near my friend Cindy's place, and it was, excuse me, Project Avalanche. I'm actually starting to knit it up into something already. But seeing as she had a discount on all the Scassel yarn, since it was what the yarn tasting was for, I bought some tea cake yarn. And it's t-shirt yarn. And I don't have the little label for it. It's made of recycled cotton and other recycled fibers. And I am knitting something called the Fringe That's all it's called. Fringe by Jessica Boloff. I hope I didn't massacre her name. But it's a free pattern, and this is what it looks like knit up. And I'm going to put the fringe on like it says in the pattern. I figured it'd be really neat because I do wear a lot of t-shirts. So why not wear a t-shirt thing around my neck while wearing my t-shirts? Why not, right? But I'm finding on the size 13 needles, which is what is recommended in the pattern, it's quite stiff. Very stiff, as a matter of fact. See that? It's not very relaxed. So I might rip it out and switch the needles to the next size up to get a more drapey fabric. But I must say it is an enjoyable thing to knit, and I do like working with the tea cake yarn. That's what it's called. So that's the most recent thing I've cast on for now. I've been having let's start something new at the start of the season. Let me get to the other things I've been working on. Check my notes. Asway by Tyga Hillard. Working this on size 17 needles. And using Martha Stewart roving yarn that I got on sale. And I think it looks a little better this way. Can you see it? Of course you can see it. I'm shoving it in your face. I'm sorry. But anyway, yes, it's got a cute leaf pattern. And because I keep thinking to myself, oh, it's an easy knit. I'll knit it while at knit group, while watching movies, while doing this and that. And then I fuck it up and I have to rip it out. Just fabulous. So I did rip it out a few times and restart part of the chart, and for some reason, and I'm not going to rip it out again because I was sick of ripping it out, one of these leaves is not like the other. Can you tell? It's this one by here. It's a little longer than the rest, and that's because, bloody hell, it's a design element, not a screw up, okay? That's my excuse, and I'm standing by it. And I must say, the Knitter's Pride needles that I'm using for this, try to get the other one that doesn't have yarn all over it. I'm using Knitter's Pride needles, and I gotta say, these are nice needles. I do like them. The points are good. The shaft is smooth. You know, it's a nice, smooth shaft, and you know, everybody likes a nice, smooth shaft. Now I've gotten to the point where I am 12 during the podcast. Anyway, so that's done. Not done. Working in progress. Everything is a work in progress this week, kids. Yet again. But I kind of finished something. I finished on my yoke cardigan, my 3-button yoke cardigan, I think it's called. What the hell is it called? Button yoke cardigan by Sandy Prosser. Size 9 needles and Encore worsted, which is awesome yarn. I finished a sleeve. I know it looks really short, but I think it'll work out really nice. So this is the Plymouth Encore yarn. Excuse me. You just knit ribbing for 1.5 inches, and then you do the moss stitch for the rest until it's like 6.5 inches. So I finally did that. I was thinking of doing it a little longer, but then I said, screw it. Let's do it the right way. See how it looks. This isn't going to be the entire length of the sleeve, so let's see what it does. So anyway, the body is done. One sleeve is done. I have just, this is hilarious, I have just cast on, I did this a few days ago, just barely cast on for the sleeve. It's like I did a long tail cast on and said, okay, I'm good, bye. I'm tired, good night. I'm not going to do anymore. Yeah, okay. Anyway, I think that's, oh. Damn. Where did I put it? Ah. And I did even work on the blurred line socks. The top down blurred line socks. I don't have a lot of progress to show you, but let me show it to you. I got out of the black finally. That was irritating me so much. And I started the red. And I think I finished the special patterning for the red. Where will I find a way to show you? But anyway, I really like how it looks. So anyway, that is happening right now. Well, not right now, but it is out of hibernation. I'm taking it to work with me. I haven't really worked on it. And I haven't really worked on it not because there's just so much work to do at work, but because I don't want everybody to look at me and think that girl is not working hard enough. Let's fire her ass. Even though she's our accounting department and all that. So anyway, yes, there is still some strange questions about whether I want to stay where I am and stuff and junk. Work is not a happy place. Work is not a horrible place. It's just, in the words of my boss who left last week, it is what it is. And since it's not as horrible as other things, I'm sticking to it. We'll see. Of course I'm going to keep you posted on that. So anyway, that's the works in progress. Although I don't have any future plans right now, who knows what I'm going to decide to cast on next. I haven't even blocked my beautiful Curse Breaker shawl, which I do feel really good about finishing, but I'm not making a lot of time for the things I have planned, but things that would take work. Anyway, I haven't even gotten into the den lately to spin and spend time doing that, so, well, whatever. Anyway, it'll get done eventually. It's not like I'm giving it to somebody. Something crashed. Anyway, let's get on to the stuff and junk, since I don't have anything else to show you right now. Okay, so the long-awaited return of the What the Hey segment. Thankfully enough, there were no antics happening while I rode Cleo. Not the cat Cleo, clearly, but the mare Cleo. I was on her back again, and she was pretty good. I mean, she tried to pull a few things, and I was a little nervous because it's been so long since I've ridden, but I had a good time, but it was very tiring, and I am so very sore. I mean, I rode on Saturday morning, and I still hurt with every step. That's how bad in shape I am. Or out of shape. Badly out of shape I am. That's what I am. And I weighed in. They weigh you at the beginning of the lesson. That was fun. Anyway, I weighed in just under the maximum weight. So, clearly I have a lot of things that need to change on my plate. And I'm still not quite great about food and exercise, but I'll get to it eventually. But right now, Cleo and I had some fun. I kissed her soft little nose and stroked her face, and she was all sweet, relatively well behaved, and it was a good ride. We did a lot of trotting, and all the riders, they're pretty much different levels. One's more advanced than all of us. One's the level that I just left. And she thinks she's gonna bring down the class. I told her, look, dude, I only just got out of that level. You're fine by me. I get it. We're not gonna be big shots in this class. It's just for fun. So, she rode the horse Toby that I once rode, and I understood why she was a little nervous on that thing. It's like riding a damn skyscraper. You're up so high. Ugh. But he took care of her, I think. So anyway, it was a good lesson. I really liked the instructor we had, but it wasn't this person who's going to be teaching us. So we'll see this coming week what happens in the real lesson. It's a nice small lesson. Nobody else is riding at that time, I think. So that's an awesome bonus. Anyway, so it's looking good. I just hope I'm not still sore from the last riding lesson when I get back on the Saturday. So anyway, that's something fun and something to work towards. Anyway, what else? Oh, what have I been watching? I have been watching some films from Netflix. I watched The Diary of Ellen Rimbauer. Now, I watched Rose Red and really liked it. And I thought, this is the beginning of that story. And it said, oh, the man is a pervert and the house is so scary. Oh, please. It was a Lifetime movie. So it wasn't really that big a deal of anything. He tied her up a few times. Whoop-de-doo. Not that I've ever been tied up. That's your TMI moment for the week. Anyway, yeah, it really wasn't that bizarre or scary. I'd give it one skein. I feel silly for having rented it for the horror aspect. It just really... no. I don't think even in the 1910s was anything that really horrible. So, anyway. That is blah. Blah. Don't bother renting that one. And certainly don't spend any money on it. And then I think I watched this movie before. I don't know if I ever told you about it, but I watched Jackass 3.5, the unrated version of it. Now, I really like the Jackass genre of things. I like seeing unscripted stuff where guys do really stupid shit and laugh their asses at each other. So they laugh so hard at each other, and it's just funny. It's not funny when they get hurt, mind, but it's pretty funny regardless. And a bonus is nudity, male nudity. It's funny because it's not like gross sexual, it's just them being jackasses. So it's really funny, and I give that 3 skeins, and I won't tell you if it's the nudity or them laughing at each other, so figure it out. So that's the things I've been watching, in addition to, Dog the Bounty Hunter, is something I watch when I'm eating my cereal before going to work. And I've been watching Castle because that's what's on when I come home from work. And I've been playing some Grand Theft Auto number 5, and it's a really weird game. I don't quite get it. Is it like The Sims with car racing and more violence and swearing? Or is there a point? I don't know. It is fun, and I totally make a mess out of any vehicle that I'm driving, because while I'm good at driving normally, I suck at driving a car in a video game. So that's pretty amusing to me. So anyway, a little bit of video games, a little bit of comedy and all that. So that's my week of watching. And what else is there? Oof. Let me see my notes again. Oh, housework. Ugh. Unfucking the habitat. There has not been much of that. I mean, yeah, not much. I did work outside on Sunday. I fixed up a bit of the yard, and I actually fixed up some earth boxes that my dad bought, because I like containers to plant in. So what I did was I cleaned it out, added some dirt, and then I planted some carrots in one, and I stuck the little seed packet into that so I would know what it was, and then I planted radishes in the next one and stuck the seed packet in there. So we'll see if those even grow anything but weeds. I'm hoping for real food. The last time I tried to grow carrots, it was an abysmal failure because I didn't thin out the seedlings, so I ended up with clumps of tiny carrots, and that sucked. Clearly, I do not have a green thumb. We'll see if I can get it a little pale green. So we'll see about that. That's basically all I did to make things better, other than laundry, of course. That's never ending. Let's see what else. Well, one thing I got in the mail was the latest creative knitting. Let me talk about that for a minute. So anyway, I got my latest issue of Creative Knitting, and with it came 3 unrelated ads, and I was not pleased by that, so I just chucked them. I mean, for some reason they put a plastic cover on the magazine and then threw some random ads for it. But anyway, so I got this in the mail. There's some blah 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 blah. Sorry. There's some nautical kids knits, which are cute, and some really pretty scarves, and some lovely shawls. I do like the shawls that are in here. And, you know, product reviews and all that crap. And it does get into some weaving, which totally doesn't interest me. I know some of you are avid weavers, and for that I say bravo. But I have enough trouble getting into my spinning some days. There are some pretty things like that. Yeah, in which I prove I cannot fold a magazine nicely to save my life. I absolutely hate the color of that, but it is cute with the lace details on the collar and cuffs, so that's kind of pretty. So like I said, there's a lot of freaking shawls and scarves, and those range from absolute beginner level. This is another thing. I'm going to interrupt myself. That's really pretty. I really do think that's pretty. I don't know if I'd ever make it, but it's pretty. Therefore, I shall never throw out this magazine. But anyway, let's see where I can... They've got some mysterious freaking... Oh, they've got weaving. Weaving for knitters. And they show you how to make some weird looking scrubby thing. I have a feeling it would fall apart. It's just pulled together. I don't know if I can even... Let me see. Let me stop shoving this in your face and actually show you the real up-close picture. That I'm not sure if that would really work as a scrubby. Maybe you've tried it already. I don't know. It just feels like it's all layers. So anyway, there's headband, drop skip, blah blah. I am so beginning to fail today. Sorry about that. Drop stitch. That's kind of pretty. Let's see. Yeah, so there are a few simple summery knits and 2 headbands. 2 different flavors of headbands. Here's the shawls. That's my favorite part of it. Can you see? I really like the bright orange and the green and purple shawl. This one and that one I really like. And if I could ever find the damn scarves, I'd show you that. Yes, I'm just showing you the things I'm biased and interested about. There are some weird... Oh! Here's the scarves. From beginner to intermediate and in between. So these are really cute. Can you see? Anyway. All in all, it's a nice issue. And I'd probably buy it if it were in the stands. But, yeah. Up to you. Of all the things I think I'd be most likely to make is that really pretty shawl. That's so simple. This one. I really like the meshy look of the lace and the leaves. So that might be jumping into my queue sometime this year, next year, whatever. But anyway, it's a good issue. Nothing surprising or wow, but nice indeed. So anyway, that's the latest creative knitting. Next week, I will try to be a little bit more organized. So embarrassed. And I have purchased the latest Knitting Traditions, and I gotta say, it's a really great issue. So if you can get it, get it. Knitting Traditions next week. And that's about all I've got for now. I haven't knit since I think Sunday, so I'm getting a little edgy. So I think I'm gonna end with that, and I will talk to you either Monday or Tuesday of next week. And my contact info is at the very end credits. So anyway, let me leave you with my favorite parting thought. When you're making crafts, no matter whether it's the laciest and finest of shawls to toilet paper roll owls, you knew I was going to say that. You're making the world a more beautiful place, and for that, I thank you. And I do thank you for joining me today. I appreciate everybody who subscribes, watches, and enjoys the program, and I hope you keep watching. And don't forget, there's a group on Ravelry. Please join it. I'd love to see you there. Alright? Take it easy, everybody. Have a great week. Bye-bye.